Whenever you are in an interview, the interviewer doesn't expect textbook definition. They just want to understand how deeply you understand the concept and how confidently you can put your understanding together. In this video, we'll cover the top 10 Prometheus interview questions, which are beginner friendly. I'll explain the answer along with why it matters and a real world example, also common mistakes to avoid. So let's get started. First obvious question is, what is Prometheus? Prometheus is an open source monitoring and alerting toolkit which is designed to collect and to store the time series metrics from applications and infrastructure. It follows a pull based model where it periodically scrapes metrics from configured target and it stores them in its built in time series database. It also supports alerting through Alert Manager and visualization through third party tools. Suppose your company has different servers running, maybe 20 different virtual machines running, 100 different Docker containers, 5 different Kubernetes cluster, 12 different microservices. As a DevOps engineer, you need to answer questions like where the CPU usage is increasing, or if it is increasing, is memory running out, are requests failing, or how many users are active, is a particular server down. Prometheus continuously collect these metrics so that you can monitor the health of your system over time. Think of it as a doctor checking the patient's vital signs every few seconds. For example, Netflix. They don't wait until customers complain that videos aren't playing. Their monitoring systems constantly track those CPU usage, memory usage, request latency, all of those, and have things running in place. And when something abnormal happens, alerts are generated immediately. So Prometheus helps organizations achieve similar monitoring capabilities. Follow up questions can be, does Prometheus collect logs or can it collect traces? Prometheus is only used for time series data, which is metrics. Next thing can be, why do we need Prometheus when Linux already has commands like top, free, netstart, etc.? Linux commands provide real time system information for the current machine, but they don't store historical data or they don't monitor multiple servers and they can't even generate alerts. Prometheus, on the other hand, continuously collects metrics, stores the historical data, and enables centralized monitoring and alerting across many systems. Imagine checking CPU usage with the top command. It only tells you right now what is the usage. Now, if someone asks what's the CPU usage yesterday at 2 p.m., you cannot answer using top command. Prometheus records these metrics continuously, allowing you to view historical trends and analyze performance over time. Next is, what kind of data does Prometheus store? Prometheus stores numerical time series data. Each metric contains a metric name, label, a timestamp, and a numeric value. Prometheus stores these values repeatedly over time to build the trends. Next, we have explain the Prometheus architecture. The Prometheus architecture consists of targets exposing metrics, and then Prometheus scrapes those metrics at regular intervals. It stores them in a time series database and then it evaluates alert rules and sends alerts to the alert manager. So overall flow looks like this. Target exposes the metrics which are scraped by Prometheus and stored in the database. Prometheus evaluates those alert rules, and alert managers takes care of sending those alerts to the required destination. For example, an online shopping application exposes metrics. So Prometheus scrapes them every 15 seconds and say if the CPU usage exceeds 90% for 5 minutes, Alert Manager will send a notification to DevOps team. Next, what are exporters? Exporters are software components that expose metrics in a format that Prometheus understands. They allow Prometheus to monitor systems and applications that don't natively provide the Prometheus metrics. Prometheus expects metrics at our slash metrics endpoints, and many of the systems don't expose this by default. For example, a Linux server cannot directly expose the Prometheus metrics. So, a node exporter runs on the server, collects the system metrics, and makes them available for Prometheus to scrape. Note, exporters do not push the data to Prometheus. Rather, they expose the metrics for Prometheus to pull. Next, what is node exporter? So the node exporter, as we saw, is basically a component which collects and exposes the Linux system metrics, be it CPU, memory related, disk, network, file systems, etc. Now, what is the slash metrics endpoint? Applications on their own or using the help of exporters exposes metrics as at the slash metrics endpoint. So Prometheus basically visits this endpoint and it scrape at every scrape interval. Then we have what is scraping. Prometheus periodically visits the configured targets to collect the metrics, and that particular process is called scraping. In our previous example, we saw how Prometheus scraped the particular application metrics and stored them in the time series database. Next, why does Prometheus uses a pull model? So Prometheus uses a pull model, which means that Prometheus server periodically scrapes metrics from applications instead of the applications sending the data themselves. Now, this has got a few advantages. Prometheus controls scrape schedule and makes the data collection consistent. Also, if the target is down, it can easily detect because the failed scrape indicates a problem. Plus, it works very well with dynamic environment like Kubernetes, where new services are constantly being added and removed. Now, given Prometheus monitors, what's the difference between monitoring and observability? I have recorded a short video highlighting the difference between the two, so do take a look. That's part one of our Prometheus interview series. We covered the first 10 questions that frequently appear in DevOps interviews. In part two, we'll dive deeper into the Prometheus architecture, service discovery, labels, TSDB, script intervals, and other intermediate concepts. If you can confidently answer this first 10 questions, you have already built a solid foundation for Prometheus interview.